Welcome to my channel Coin Wealth USA. Have you ever held a coin and wondered if it was worth more than just 25 cents? What if I told you that one single quarter, just one, could be worth a jaw-dropping $32 million today? Sounds like a dream, right? Well, hold on tight, because in this video, we are going on an extraordinary journey into the world of the 1974 Liberty quarter-dollar United States coin, a rare, mysterious, and priceless piece of American numismatic history that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. This isn't just any coin. It's a symbol of American history. It's a collector's dream. And today, we're diving deep into the story of how this quarter, once worth just 25 cents, became one of the most coveted coins on the planet. Stay tuned till the end to find out what makes the 1974 Liberty quarter so special, how to identify if you own one, and why its value has skyrocketed to a staggering $32 million in the current market. Let's get started. Our story begins in the heart of American coinage history, the year 1974. In 1974, the United States was facing a time of change. The country was recovering from the Vietnam War. The Watergate scandal was unraveling. Gas prices were rising. Inflation was becoming a concern. The American people were experiencing political and economic shifts. And amidst all this, the U.S. Mint was continuing its duty of producing coins for circulation. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, continued to be the standard 25-cent coin in 1974. These quarters featured the powerful profile of George Washington on the obverse, the front of the coin, and the majestic eagle on the reverse. Designed by the legendary sculptor John Flanagan, the Washington quarter had already become an iconic part of American coinage. But the 1974 quarter held something more. Something rare. Something valuable. Most 1974 quarters were struck in copper-nickel-clad compositions, a copper core sandwiched between two layers of nickel. They were produced in three different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. More than 800 million quarters were minted that year. But among those hundreds of millions, only a few rare pieces have surfaced that possess unique characteristics, making them worth fortunes today. So what makes the 1974 Liberty quarter so rare and collectible? First, it's important to understand that most coins in circulation are minted in mass production. But within those batches, sometimes errors, misstrikes, or experimental planchets get through. These anomalies become the most valuable coins in the collecting world. With the 1974 quarter, collectors have identified some exceptionally rare variations, including double die errors, where the coin design appears doubled due to a misalignment in the striking process. Off-center strikes, where the image is not perfectly centered on the coin. Clad layer errors, where the outer nickel layer is missing, exposing the copper core underneath. Proof errors from the San Francisco Mint, and most notably, 1974 quarters struck on silver planchets, possibly leftovers from the early 1970s. These rare variants, when found in mint condition or uncirculated state, can fetch astronomical values. One particular 1974 Liberty quarter, in pristine condition and believed to be part of a rare test strike or error batch, was recently appraised and valued at a mind-blowing $32 million. You heard that right, $32 million for a single coin. Let's take a closer look at the design that has made this coin both iconic and valuable. On the obverse, or front side, of the 1974 Liberty quarter, we see the portrait of George Washington, facing left. The word Liberty is inscribed boldly above his head. Below his chin is the year 1974. And the motto, "I in God We Trust," appears to the left. In the reverse, or back side, is the powerful image of a bald eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. This symbolizes strength and peace. Above the eagle, we see the inscription United States of America, and below it, the denomination quarter dollar. Now, here's the kicker: some of the rarest and most valuable 1974 quarters have been found with unusual luster, mirror-like surfaces, and striking anomalies, traits that set them apart from the billions of others. So, how did this humble 25-cent coin reach the staggering value of $32 million? The journey to this value is a combination of rarity, condition, mint error, and collector demand. Most 1,974 quarters are worth F unless they are in mint or uncirculated condition. A standard 1974 quarter in circulated condition might be worth between 25 cents to $2. A coin in mint state might go for, however, the story changes completely if the coin has rare attributes. The $32 million 1974 Liberty quarter is believed to have been struck on an experimental silver planchet displayed nearly perfect preservation, graded at MS or higher, contained a double die error visible on both the obverse and reverse, been part of a limited unknown batch from a secretive minting test. This coin was never meant to reach circulation, but somehow, one did. Discovered decades later by a lucky collector, its rarity and perfection stunned the numismatic world, and after several expert appraisals and a high-stakes private auction, the coin was purchased by a private investor for a world record sum of $32 million. That's not just rare. That's legendary. Now here's the part you've all been waiting for: how to know if your 1974 quarter is worth a fortune. Here's what to look for. Check under the portrait of Washington. No mint mark means Philadelphia. A is Denver. And is San Francisco. Is your coin shiny, crisp, and scratch-free? That's a good sign. Weight: a normal 1974 quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If it weighs more or less, it could be a planchet error. Use a magnet. A standard quarter isn't magnetic, but anomalies in planchet material might cause slight attraction. Look for double images on letters or numbers, off-center designs, missing layers. Anything unusual. Drop the coin gently on a metal surface. Silver coins produce a higher pitched ring compared to clad ones. If you think you've found something special, don't spend it. Get it appraised by a certified numismatist. One professional opinion could be the difference between 25 cents and $32 million. The 1974 Liberty $quarter United States coin is a shining reminder that sometimes the greatest treasures are hiding in plain sight. It's more than a coin. It's a piece of American heritage. It's a potential fortune tucked inside a jar of change. And it proves that every coin has a story, some worth millions. So next time you get change at the grocery store or dig into your coin jar at home, take a closer look. That 25-cent piece might just be your golden ticket. Have you checked your coins lately? Let us know in the comments below if you found any rare treasures. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode of our numismatic adventures. Until next time, keep searching, keep learning, and maybe one day you'll be holding a $32 million coin in your hands. Thanks for watching. Today, we're diving deep into the world of American coinage to uncover a piece of history, a collector's dream, and a financial revelation, all wrapped into one small but powerful piece of metal. This is not just any quarter, it's the 1980 Liberty $quarter of the United States, a coin that once jingled in pockets, but now shines like gold in the world of numismatics. And guess what? One rare version of this coin is now worth an astonishing $11 million. Yes, you heard that right, $11 million for a single quarter. So, make sure you watch this video till the very end, because we'll explore the full historical background, the design elements, the key factors that make this coin so rare, and how you might just be holding a piece of this $1 million magic without even realizing it. Let's get started. To understand why the 1980 Liberty $quarter has gained such incredible value, we need to travel back and tiptoe the dawn of the 1980s. It was a new decade, filled with bold fashion, rising technology, and shifting politics. But in the midst of all the cultural change, the Denver Mint was busy striking a coin that would later make headlines across the globe. The 1980 Liberty Quarter was part of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the founding father and the first president of the United States. The obverse of the coin features the timeless portrait of George Washington, based on the bust sculpted by Jean-Antoine Hedon. His profile looks strong and steady, symbolizing the strength and resilience of the American spirit. But the 1980 mint mark, located just behind Washington's ponytail, tells us it was struck in the Denver mint, tone of the most important mints in U.S. history, producing billions of coins each year. Over 635 million $quarter were produced at the Denver Mint in 1980. That's a huge number, but only a few select coins escaped the mint with unique characteristics, astonishing errors, or preserved conditions that now make them incredibly valuable. Let's look at the coin itself in more detail. The obverse of the coin proudly displays the profile of George Washington, surrounded by the word Liberty at the top. Just below Washington's chin, the national motto "I in God We Trust" is etched in small capital letters. Beneath the bust lies the year of minting, 1980. And to the right, that all-important D mark signifying its Denver origin. Flip it over to the reverse, and you'll find the powerful image of an American bald eagle wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows, representing strength and readiness. Beneath the eagle sits two olive branches symbolizing peace. Encircling the eagle are the inscriptions Pluribus Unum at the bottom. In bold letters, you see the denomination now. While the design might seem standard to the average eye, collectors know that beauty lies in the details. It's not just the designates, the minting quirks, metal composition, strike quality, and preservation that bring this coin into the limelight. Here's where it gets exciting. Most 1980 D quarters were made for circulation and saw years of wear and tear in people's pockets, coin jars, vending machines, and payphones. However, only a tiny fraction of these coins were struck with exceptional detail, survived in near-perfect condition, or contain unique errors. And these are the coins that fetch staggering prices in the world of numismatics. What kind of errors are we talking about? Let me explain. Some of the most valuable 1980 D quarters have shown up with rare double die obverse errors, meaning the coin's design was accidentally stamped twice during the minting process, creating a shadow effect on the text or image. Others have been found with off-center strikes, missing mint marks, clipped planchets, or even struck on the wrong metal altogether, like a planchet intended for a nickel or penny. Even more incredibly, a few rare examples have been preserved in mint state 68 or higher, which means they look as if they were just struck yesterday. Flawless, brilliant, untouched by time. Combine rarity with perfect condition, and you've got a recipe for million-dollar valuation. So now you're probably wondering, how on earth did a coin that originally cost cents rise to a value of $11 million? Here's the truth: the value of rare coins isn't just based on metal content. It's driven by rarity, demand, historical significance, and condition. In the case of the 1980 D Liberty quarter dollar, one specific coin sold at a private collector's auction for an eye-watering $11 million, and it wasn't just any quarter. This particular coin was a near-perfect error coin, possibly struck on a transitional planchet, graded MS68 plus by a top grading service, and had unmatched eye appeal. Collectors from around the world competed for it. Why? Because only one of its kind existed in that grade, and it represented the ultimate prize in any Washington quarter collection. Now, while most 1980 D quarters are worth their face value, those in excellent condition or with errors can fetch anywhere from, with extremely rare specimens, jumping into 6 or even 7 figures. But that one exceptional coin, it broke all expectations. It became a legend. More than million quarters were minted in Denver in 1980, making this one of the most widely circulated coins of the time. It's very likely you've seen one or even have one sitting in your change jar right now. But chances are, it's worn down and has lost its collectible value. However, if you come across a 1980 D Liberty quarter in mint or near mint condition, especially if it looks unusual, off-centered, unusually thick, double-stamped, or appears to be made of a different metal, you could be sitting on a fortune. So here's what you do: grab a magnifying glass and inspect your 1980 D quarters carefully. Look for doubling in the letters, especially around. Check the edges for signs of planchet errors or clipping. Compare the weight to other quarters. It should be grams. Consider sending it to a grading service if it looks pristine or unusual. A professional certification can make all the difference when it comes to selling. In a world where digital currency dominates headlines, the 1980 D Liberty quarter dollar reminds us of the tangible, historical beauty of coins. It's not just a piece of metal, it's a story. It's craftsmanship. It's history you can hold in your hand. Whether you're a passionate coin collector or just someone who stumbled upon a shiny quarter, this coin teaches us that value can lie hidden in the ordinary, that everyday objects, when preserved, appreciated, and understood, can transform into treasures worth millions. So check your pockets, search your drawers, and explore your old piggy banks, because the next $1 million coin could be closer than you think. And remember, this is just one story among thousands in the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story of history, value, and hidden fortune. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and keep believing.